Can you learn to drive a HGV by playing a video game? Well, Euro Truck Simulator 2 has just added in a driver academy. Now, let me explain. I don't think you can use that game to teach yourself how to drive one of these vehicles, really. That's obvious. I would like to think that's obvious. But can you learn the basics of reversing and maneuvering and the concepts you need to do that? So I thought I'd jump into the game and have a look. We're here inside Euro Truck Simulator 2 in one of their reversing exercises. Now, the reason I've done this is because this particular reversing exercise is actually very similar to what you'll experience and what I will experience in my reversing test when I do it very soon. So the truck here, which I'm in, starts parallel to the reversing space or garage that you have to get into. Then you head forward. In my case, it is a bay straight ahead that's quite difficult to see because of the fog that you have to ease the truck into. In real life, you have to pass a B cone and then two A cones that you have to get very close to. Then, once you've positioned the truck there, you have to do an S reverse into this bay. So the principles of this exercise are the same. The scale is a little bit off in this game, so it's not going to be 1-for-1. The steering angles aren't going to be 1-for-1. That side of things, you're not going to be able to learn or anything like that, but it will give you a principle and a practice of how the trailer operates and the concept of how a trailer would move. So if you've got no experience, surely it will help, right? I've even put myself in this lovely DAF XF, which I think is the truck that I will be practicing in or training in, at least very similar. I didn't, though, choose the colour. But let's get started. A lovely brown interior. So we're going to move forward into this bay. Stopping before the edge. We're actually going to use this front blind side camera. And we're going to put it in reverse. Right hand down. Now, there is no line that you can't cross on the right hand side here, like there is in real life. Obviously, in real life, the test, there is a certain area that you have to do the maneuver in, and you can't cross that line. That doesn't exist in this particular test, so just bear that in mind. Just going to straighten this up a little bit. Go a little bit more this way. Which is fine. Then we'll just straighten up. There we go. It's going in there nicely. And we're in. Put the parking brake on and let's look. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty straight. In the real test, you see where these lines are here. In the real test, you have to get close to a reverse marker board, and you can't obviously hit it, or that's a fail, but the rear of the trailer needs to be in that. Again, this test doesn't test you on that particular skill. But you can also practice in this game real-world scenarios as well. So in this scenario, we're going to be delivering to this lovely Sainsbury's depot. But sadly for us, they've positioned their bays in a tight yard, shall we say. I'm sure most large Class 1 drivers have seen much, much tighter. So we're going to position our truck, or try to get it, on that innermost bay, the one nearest the wall, and we're gonna reverse in. That's the plan. And we're just going to use it as a bit of a test to see if we can do it. So let's give it a go. Careful of these houses as well. That goes without saying. We don't want to hit the curb either. Be as close to it as we can without actually hitting it. I'm gonna spin round now. Keep an eye on that front mirror. And if we stay at a bit of an angle here, that'll be good for us. Providing we've got enough room on this near side. I think we do. Keep an eye on that, yeah. Because we're going to need to put it in that corner. We're just going to ease it through. Nice and slow. And then once it's through here, we can put a bit more of a turn on it, I think. There we go. And get it moving a bit more toward that wall. Slow and steady wins the race. We're going to get a pop tire from these drinks that are just strewn around the place. Keep an eye on this wall here. Yeah, we're not particularly straight, but I'll take a shunt. I don't, you know. If you need a shunt, you need a shunt. And I think we do. We'll go forward a little bit. And then straighten it out. Lovely. So there we have it. Now, I want to reiterate, you can't use this game to learn how to actually drive. It's obviously very different to drive. This game is not realistic. I just want to stress that. It's very important to stress that. But with the Driver Academy and just practicing reversing, I do think you can learn some of the concepts and how a trailer will move and the steering that you need to put in to get that desired result. So I'll keep practicing a little bit until I get in a truck. But, you know, I've got the utility here, so I may as well use it, right?